Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Marion.
And I'm Corey Baumeister.
And we've got Rob in the booth. Say hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us. Today, we are exploring the historic format for the first time on Versus Live.
Second time.
Second time? We already played it?
Oh, yeah.
When did that happen?
Oh, yeah. Not too long ago. Maybe like a month.
So like 6 years ago?
No. Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah,
it's been a month ago and 6 years at the same time.
Exactly. Then, yes, 6 years ago.
Yeah,
no,
so
we played it one other time.
Okay. I was going to make an awful pun about how this is then a historic day on Versus Live, but it's not, so I don't have to do that.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah.
I am the one in charge of the bad puns around here, okay?
Well, I'm muscling in on your turf.
Yes, okay. But, still exploring historic in a bit of a new way, now that companions, the abilities are nerfed, and Agent of Treachery and Fires of Invention are suspended, with which I don't really know what that means on Arena. Is that like they have a month grace period or something?
There's some time frame where they, it's not playable, and at a certain time they either, commit and say this is banned, or
or it's back.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they did with Field of the Dead.
And it did not make it back.
No, Field of the Dead is back.
Oh, it did make it back, didn't it? Yeah, that's right. You're
Oko
playing
did
it
not.
later. That makes sense. Veil did not. Some of the bad ones. Yeah.
So right now they're gone. Maybe they come back.
Yeah.
Doubtful, I would say, but who knows?
Yeah. Especially Agent. I think that one has seen its last day. Fires in this format, maybe. There's a lot more powerful stuff going on. I could see Fires not being that bad, but definitely bad in Standard. So.
But we're not playing those cards today.
No, we're not.
We are playing new decks. You are going to be starting with a deck built by Crokies. Noted streamer.
Yeah.
Really cool looking deck, taking advantage of Lurrus, which we saw not be particularly good. I guess we didn't play with Lurrus on Tuesday in Standard. We played with some other companions.
Yeah, we didn't. We just kind of assumed that Lurrus was going to be so bad because of the cost, the extra cost to put companions into your hand, that we were just like, it's going to be bad. But you know what? I wanted to actually try this. This is not a Crokies list that he built after the companions. This is his pre-companion deck, that he reached #1 with earlier this month on Arena. And I just want to see if this card is still good or if it's going to sit right here the entire match, which, spoiler, I kind of think this is going to happen, but we will see.
But, you can't really spoil anything for them. We don't know what's going to happen, Corey.
That's a good point.
That's how a live show works.
Well, they're going to be very wrong or very right, so.
Or you could be somewhere in between.
Cast it one time?
Yeah, maybe twice.
Sure, Ross.
Anything could happen. It's 2020, Corey. No one knows what is going to happen.
That's true. The companion rule could change mid-game that we play. Yeah. Who knows? Yeah.
A meteor could hit the studio. I'm not ruling anything out.
Smart.
I'm prepared
man.
for every eventuality.
Yeah.
Including Lurrus just disappearing.
Yeah.
See, it's gone.
Now it's gone.
This went away.
Lurrus could be errated to be a dog instead of a cat. You never know.
Yeah.
It could become a fish frog. Nobody knows.
A lot of people still thought Lurrus was a dog for the longest time. I swear that was going around on Twitter for the longest time, but you're really going to make me go get that Lurrus
Oh, yeah.
now?
I'm not getting up.
Wow. You're a jerk.
Guilty as charged.
All right.
Okay.
So shall we play?
Well, I'll talk about my deck for a second, then we'll get into it. But
you should have just stolen one of the Lurruses that is in Ross's deck.
I really should have.
Yeah.
I really should have.
I am playing Lurrus, but in my main deck to see how that works out in an Orzhov human shell. So plenty of cheap creatures to occur, notably Dauntless Bodyguard, which does a good job of protecting the Lurrus.
Yeah, that's spicy.
Got a nice little curve, some Anthem effects and Benelish Marshal and General Kudrow, a little bit of removal. So pretty typical aggro deck here, but one that I think has a lot of staying power. It's 3 drops of really powerful, and also gets to take advantage of Ranger Vios, which is in one of the anthologies, as a really, really nice piece of card advantage. It can find Giant Killer to give you some extra removal.
Okay.
It can find a bunch of 2/1s and just flood the battlefield with creatures to take advantage of your Anthem effects. So
yeah, and we kind of saw a deck like this take over Standard right when the first new standard event, it was a black-white Lurrus deck, but it had like Aslead or whatever the
Alseid of Life's Ability.
Alseid, yeah. It had that to protect it, kind of doing its best Dauntless Bodyguard impression. And that deck took down the first tournament, which was the Lotus Box melee event when new standard came around. So those kind of interactions have been good. But the fact that you get the really nice anthem, the human anthem, along with other stuff, other 3 and 4 converted mana cost permanents you can play, I think is going to open up the deck a lot. And with Lurrus not being great in the companion zone, which we're kind of guessing here, I can imagine that's a good direction you want to be taking.
Yeah. So we got a nice little matchup here. Do we want to be companioning our Lurruses? Do we want to be main decking them?
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
We're going to find out. All right. Well, I was the victor for standard earlier this week, so you get to choose.
You say.
You get to choose. Would you like to go first or second?
I think I'll go first.
Okay.
And looks fine.
Yeah, it's a little awkward with our lands, but I think this is still a keeper. We have a good mix of spells.
Okay. Dauntless Bodyguard.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Okay, I'm going to take 2 and play... I think I want to lead with the Serrated Scorpion. Pass to you. Yes.
That was an interesting draw.
I don't like interesting.
I am going to play Kitesail Freebooter.
Okay. Non-creature, right?
Yeah, non-creature, non-land.
All right, so you got a choice between claim or call.
I will take the claim.
Good call.
Seeing as the claim will deal with the Freebooter once you have Priest.
Yep.
What's the rest of that hand?
Here you go. I'll leave it up.
And am I willing to trade the Bodyguard here? It's a little awkward against the call.
A little bit. Yeah, that's a tough one. 'Cause with claim, I was like very happy to trade with the Serrated Scorpion because I'm going to have that extra creature to sack, but it's a little closer now.
I will attack.
Yeah, I'm still going to block.
Okay, I lose
right.
2. So
Yep,
18
and I gain 2.
Oh, it's a drain?
Yeah, it's a drain. You got 18.
Okay. 18 to 20, the other way. Pass.
Untap. Yeah, I think I just want to get the Priest in and pass to you. Priest being a very good card in this matchup.
Okay. I'm going to play General Kudrow, exile the Scorpion.
Okay.
Attack for 2.
All right.
So 18 all.
Oh, that is humans. Yeah, for some reason I thought it was knights. Yep, 18 all.
Pass the turn.
Okay. Let's see. What do we want to do now? Seems to make sense to play these 2. Drain.
So I'm at 17, you're at 19?
Yep. Then I will sack these 2. You're going to lose 2, go to 15. Oh, yeah. Turns like this are disgusting. Priest of the Forgotten Gods is so good in this deck. So very good. What you thinking there, buddy? What's going through your head when you're considering which one to get rid of?
Well, the claim is probably going to give you enough fuel to reload the Priest anyway. Since you're drawing a card, you're going to scry the Temple, you're going to draw a card in your next turn, so you have an unknown already, and you're going to see 3 more cards before your next turn. So I give you the claim back, you just need to find 1 2-mana creature. It could even be Kroxa, right? You can claim my general, play Kroxa, trigger on the stack, sack it to Priest.
Yep.
And all of that is really bad for me.
Yeah, not great.
If I get rid of the general, then your call is really good. Just gets back all the creatures. This is really bad.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. That wasn't a great sequence for you.
Yeah, I think I just screwed up, and I should have played last turn differently.
Yeah.
Wasn't really expecting another 1-mana creature, but I'm sure your deck has a million of them.
Yeah, it is a Lurrus deck.
Yeah. I was just playing on autopilot, played a little too quickly.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I just have to get rid of the general.
Okay, so you're going to go to 15.
Yep.
I'm going to draw a card. 2 black mana. I'll take 2, call these back.
So you're at 17.
I'll go to 18 from Cat.
Yep.
And then you go to 14. And then I'll do Death Touch on the 1/1, so now it can kill any creature, and Menace on the cat. Sorry for my bad handwriting, everybody. It's atrocious, I know. And then I'll pass to you.
Attack for 1.
Yeah, I don't think I need to kill that quite yet.
You're at
I'm gonna go
17.
17, yep. Fanatical Firebrand with Death Touch is just not fair. It's just not fair at all. Well, Lurrus would be a good play next turn if I didn't have to pay 3 for it.
Thalia.
Thalia, okay.
Dauntless Bodyguard.
So you get to choose this on the stack, huh?
As it enters the battlefield.
As it
So
enters the
if
battlefield.
you want to kill something, you do it in response to the Bodyguard.
I think I do want to kill something, so we'll kill that. I'll take this back.
I'll protect the Thalia.
Okay, I have a temple and a
Yeah.
claim.
Play a Fabled Passage and pass.
Okay. No, I think just getting rid of your things seems to make sense here. I do have to pay 2 for claim, which is a little bit unfortunate, but yeah, I mean, I just get to take everything from you here, so claim Thalia. I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, I can definitely get in 1. If I attack with this, you just block. It does nothing, so I'll attack with a cat.
I'll go to 13.
Okay. I will sack these 2. Put you
go to 11.
11. I stay at 17. Draw a card. 2 black in my pool. With 1 black in my pool. Kroxa. Discard on the stack. Get 2 food. Not bad, huh? All right. And then a temple. Scry. Do I want another Kroxa? Doesn't seem worth it. And then I'll pass to you.
Well, this has been a complete beating.
yeah, this wasn't a complete beating. I like that. This game was nice.
It all kind of spiraled out of control when I played the General on turn 3. If I just play Thalia Bodyguard and then General on turn 4, and maybe get rid of like the Familiar or do something better. I mean,
Yeah.
I probably
I think you're still dead, yeah, but maybe that would have been better.
But I will shock to 9
Okay.
and pass the turn.
I was like, oh yeah, I guess for that, huh? All right, we'll put you to 8.
8 to 18.
Yep. 8 to 18, untap. This would be a great Lurrus turn. I will attack with these 2.
Okay. Pop Passage, go to Plains, use the castle,
Okay.
block the Familiar.
Okay. You go to 7. All right, I'll put this into my hand. Here you go.
Seems like a good time to do that.
Yeah, I guess. It would have been much better to play it and return a Fanatical Firebrand, so...
I think he'll live.
Yeah, I think this is a situation where the Lurrus here was like a win more, you know, and I think there's going to be a lot of games where like I either get to bring it back because I'm flooding and I lose very close after that, or it's going to be like I was already going to win, so I have extra things to do, bring back Lurrus, you know.
Okay, pass the turn.
Okay, I will bring back Cat. Train.
6 to 19.
Sack Cat, bring it back.
5 to 20.
Okay. 5 to 20. Untap. Let's go with Lurrus, Fanatical Firebrand. Can I kill you? So 2 other creatures. Now I'll just attack for 2.
Make a Shaheen.
I'll kill it.
I'll go to 3.
Okay, your go. One Castle Ardenvale and a Dream. Okay.
You can go.
All right, sack the cap, bring it back.
Yeah, I'm just dead.
Yeah, I have Claim and more ovens, yeah.
Don't need any cards in hand.
Yeah,
Still
yeah,
dead.
I suppose. All right. Well, I mean, this deck honestly just has an absurd amount of synergies.
Yeah, and the Priest is obviously very good in any creature matchup, but did have an answer to it and it easily ran away with the game.
Yep, that tends to happen. And the one thing that I've always loved with this deck is just 4 Call the Dark Dwellers. Or the Death Dwellers. I mean, just being able to put Death Touch on creatures that can deal damage is insane. So.
Yeah, and just generating multiple bodies for Priest, it does a whole lot in this deck that is really, really good.
Yep, agreed. All right, so that is game 1 here. We are going to head to sideboarding here with our second day of Historic here on Versus Live and see what kind of tools we have. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with sideboarding.
Hello, welcome back to Versus Live, where we are sideboarding in our matchup between Orzhov Humans and Rakdos Lurrus. On my side, pretty clear what we're bringing in. We've got extra removal to help break up the synergies, in particular answering Priest of Forgotten Gods.
Yep.
Super important. And then a couple of Grafdigger's Cages, which shut down Lurrus, shut down Call of the Death Dwellers, shut down Cauldron Familiar. So really good in this matchup. I'm actually still leaving my own Lurruses in, just because it's such a powerful card by itself that I'm okay having the Dis-Synergy. Because we're bringing in a bunch of non-creatures, you don't have room for the Unbreakable formation anymore.
Yeah.
Thalia, not particularly good in this matchup. You're really creature heavy. We're trimming some of those. And there just aren't very many targets for Giant Killer. So we're trimming a couple of each of these. These are just our worst creatures in the matchup. And even though Lurrus has Dis-Synergy with Grafdigger's Cage, I still think it's better than these cards.
Yeah, I just picture me like destroying one of your cages at some point, and then you Lurrus back a Grafdigger's Cage, like the oddest thing to ever Lurrus back, you know? But
casting a Grafdigger's Cage from the graveyard is definitely a flavor fill.
Oh yeah, it definitely is, but it would be pretty good. You know, I'm definitely a better graveyard deck. You're a better beatdown deck, so it makes a lot of sense. So from my end, I'm leaving in 1 Kroxa, but it just really isn't that great here. You discarding the card is okay, but nothing special. And then the 1 Weaponize the Monsters. Again, if you're bringing in ways to stop my synergies from the graveyard, this card gets worse. Plus, it's just not as good with the new companion rule on Lurrus to begin with. So we're bringing in a couple Deadweights to be able to deal with your initial couple creatures, as well as Cratermaker as a decent creature, being able to deal 2 damage to something, but also deal with Cage is very good. But with Lurrus bringing back Cage, I just foresee happening, and I just see it being an actual huge problem. So we'll see. I commit 3 mana for it. You're basically committing 1 if you get to Lurrus it back. So
I certainly hope it ends up being a huge problem for you.
Yeah, agreed. And I could definitely see me bringing back in Kroxa if these Cratermakers are bad. That's an iffy one here, or maybe even some red cap melees if some of your creatures get out of hand. You know, but
Kroxa, another card that runs into Grafdigger's Cage.
Yep, exactly. I do like to hedge on it a little bit so your 1 mana artifact doesn't shut down my entire deck. That is usually pretty bad, yeah.
The one card that does not stop is Priest of Forgotten Gods. So
that's true.
It will stop you from being able to generate a lot of extra bodies for it.
Yeah.
Returning, Cauldron Familiar and casting Call of the Death Dwellers is a lot of how you keep the gas flowing with that card.
Yes. I mean, now I have to basically rely on the Priest and Claim interaction, which is busted. I mean, that is probably the best thing against your deck anyways.
Yeah.
So that's usually what I'm going to be trying to assemble. But you know what else I want to assemble? Some questions from Rob.
Oh, I thought it was going to be IKEA furniture.
Yeah, no, it's too frustrating. I'm bad at assembling.
Putting together these cubes in the studio. Let me tell you how much I hated that.
Oh, I bet.
So
people love building cubes. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they write articles about it.
Yeah. Some make it to Magic Online. I mean, come on.
This is true. So Hosteus had a question/burn that I thought was pretty funny.
Nice. We did invite Burns. Yeah,
but hold on.
Only if they're on Ross. Yeah.
Ross, have you seen the Tempered Steel deck in Historic? They're like in Soul decks, but with even worse 1-drops. So your unlucky top decks are even worse beats when it's Inquisitive Puppet.
Yes, that's true. I have played against that deck.
I have seen those decks, and when I looked at them as a devotee of playing crappy creatures with cool synergies, even I could not bring myself to try to play them.
Yeah,
they might be good. Tempered Steel is a really powerful Magic card.
I did play Tempered Steel at a Worlds back when they were just Pro Tours, but yeah.
Is that the one where 4 Tempered Steels are in the top 8?
Yep, it was. Yeah, Channel Fireball.
Inaga destroyed all of you in the top 8?
Exactly, yep. And he has single-handedly beat me 5 times in Pro Tours. That's my Pro Tour nemesis. He crushes me all the time.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, it's bad. He beat me when he was playing Revelark and I was playing Blue-Black Fairies. And he mulled a 5 on the play game 1. I was like, yeah, I'm in. Destroys me. That guy's good.
Those of you who don't remember those decks, that matchup was not very good for the Revelark.
Yes. Very bad. It's very bad.
Yes, the 6-mana sorcery was not very good against 4 Cryptic Commands.
And Ancestral Recall, Bitter Blossom, Spell Stutter Spray, Mistbind Click. Oh, that was my original favorite deck. That's for sure.
We should have played that one against Fires.
Oh, we should have
obliterated you.
Well, we thought that would be the same thing about Cobblade.
Fairies is a different animal. Like that's just aggro control against the 4 and 5 mana tap out deck. It would have been a
all right. Well, I think we keep a gauntlet of our 3 best standard decks at all times, and then anytime a standard deck gets a little too close, we throw it up against the gauntlet here. I think Jeskai Yorion deserves its place in that list now.
We'll play it against Fairies and Academy and Bargain.
Yeah, okay. Not the absurd ones, but yeah. Let's take one more question, right, Rob,
so,
if we answered that question.
More of a serious question.
Okay.
Rob's Procrastinating wants to know, on Tuesday, you mentioned keeping track of data about casting companions with the rule change when testing and everything. Outside of that specific rule change, what kind of data do you usually keep track of when you're testing decks?
Ooh, I'll take care of this one. So, one thing that Ultimate Genesis does, and it's the best pro team I've ever been a part of by far, just the amount of organization and spreadsheets that we have. This is all largely thanks to Andrew Cuneo, but we have spreadsheets where you play whatever deck you're playing. You have play draw that you enter 2-1, 1-2, and then you go to a next page of the spreadsheet and it gathers, what win percentage against specific decks, win percentage on the play, win percentage on the draw. We do this for limited and standard. So you just get any data you can, which color combinations are doing best in draft. And this led us to, some crazy things like, I can't remember. There was a limited format where we were dominating on the draw, but we were losing a lot on the play and just figured it was correct to draw first. For a pro tour where nobody else was doing that. But mainly to answer your question, play draw, keeper mulligan, and then statistics against specific matchups. We keep track of all of it for every pro tour, or at least we did, But
I think that kind of data-driven stuff can work if you are on a big team that is going to gather a lot of data because you need huge sample sizes. If you're just talking about a couple of people testing a matchup, you're just not going to get enough data where that data is reliably telling you anything.
Yeah.
So I tend to avoid doing anything like that if it's small scale, but if it's large scale, just collect as much data as you can and see what sticks.
Yeah, we usually have like 500 draft matches or something before we go to a pro tour, and you get a picture with
500 draft matches each.
No, 500 draft matches or 500 like usual drafts of people, and then all combined together with our 12, 13 person team or whatever.
So you're talking like 64 actual drafts or so?
No, like 500 drafts. Yeah. Yeah.
Because these aren't drafts of the 8 of you drafting together.
No, just online drafts. So each 500 lines on our Excel spreadsheet, which would be 500 drafts. Yeah. Something absurd like that.
Yeah.
People love to draft on our team, that's for sure.
Sense.
Yeah, but that's smart. Data is very important when you get a lot of it, but way less when we
can be very misleading.
Yeah. Agreed. No, Oh, this hand was so good. It might still be good.
My hand is good, so.
This is a tempting one. How many lands do I play in this deck? That's probably a question.
21, maybe? 22?
Yeah. Oh,
There are 22 lands.
22. I don't know. This one's close. Rob, what do you think?
I would probably ship it.
Yeah, I think I'll ship this one.
Rob plays Scape Shift deck, so usually he doesn't keep hands with fewer than like 4 lands.
Yeah. Okay, good call. I would have looked silly. But that hand was real good if I drew a land. A Black Sarce in the next 2 turns.
Can't believe you even considered keeping that.
I was on the draw. You gotta risk it sometimes, man.
Yeah, sometimes.
Risk it.
You risk it every time.
I didn't risk it there.
Yeah, because Rob helped you.
No. All right, we're mulling to 6 here.
I thought I'd give you correct advice on that one, unlike every other time.
All right, thanks, man. Thanks. Okay, this one's fine. What to bottom here? Kind of thinking it's either this. Definitely not this. Yeah, let's bottom this and let's do it.
Okay, I will once again start on a bodyguard.
Okay. Summit, past you.
Attack for 2.
Beatdowns, yep. 18.
Swamp Thalia.
Okay.
You're up.
All right. I suppose this card's pretty good against your board at the moment. And pass to you.
Indeed it is. Human.
I should probably respond to that.
Your choice.
All right. We'll attempt to kill this.
Yeah.
And then exile, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Attack for 3. Yeah, so if you use the Firebrand in response, it'll get exiled from the general.
I'd have to.
So you go to 15.
15.
Pass the turn.
Okay, that was a pretty good draw. We kind of needed that. Just an untapped land. Let's go with Stitcher Supplier. Okay.
Not a great set of
Not
names.
great. And Priest, pass to you. And I don't have any good blocks here, so this is likely just going to be me just taking a beating here. Yeah, I'll take 6.
Brings you to 9.
Yep.
I will exile the priest.
Okay.
Play this tapped and play a giant killer.
All right.
Let's exile, I guess, the oven.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter too much when it's not creatures.
Yeah, you still have 1 Croxa left, so
Yep.
total cards still somewhat relevant.
All right, we're in trouble. I'm gonna play a priest and an oven and pass to you. I almost have to just like get lucky and hit a cat off the Stitcher Supplier.
Interesting draw.
Okay, I don't like that. If I could play Lurrus, this would be a lot different.
So I will tap the, I guess, sequence.
It's going to be a tough game to win from over here, that's for sure.
1 card in hand.
1 card, yep. And it's good.
Do I want to just attack with everything? You don't really have good blocks.
That's not great.
You're 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's just attack.
All right, here I think I have to block in some regard. My priest isn't doing a lot right now anyways, since I don't have a claim in my hand. And if I did, I would definitely have wanted to do it already. So you know what? We're going to double block Giant Killer, because that's going to mess up my combat pretty bad, and hope for the best.
You know this is a 2/3, right?
Oh yeah, never mind. Okay, just kidding.
Yeah, your double block is on the bodyguard.
That's a poor block.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I can double block bodyguard. That does seem fine, I guess, but then I don't get to sack. anything? Do I have to just... So here's what I'm considering. Do I have to just hope to get a cat and just chump block with this, sacrifice it to get a food? That doesn't seem great.
Yeah, but could potentially be your best option.
Could be.
Like, priest is definitely one of the ways that you can get back into it.
Yeah, taking
like
5.
Hit cat, draw a creature.
Yeah, top decking a claim or something. All right, let's try it. I'm just going to block with this, I guess.
Okay.
Ugh, you know what? All right, we're going to try to kill it. I'll double block. Final answer.
Going to take
Damage.
5.
Okay.
You go to 4.
Yep. Top 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
And I go to 5. You go to 4. You take 5.
Oh, yeah. Down to 4.
Pass the turn.
Okay. Oh, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah, that might have been the best possible. Cauldron Familiar?
So
5 to 19?
Yep.
And Call of the Death Dwellers. I'll bring back these. Death Touch Menace. Trigger.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Hit another cat. And I'll pass to you. I don't like that you got something on end step.
Jesus. You hit another cat.
Yes, I did. And I got a Croaxa, my one of Croaxa in the board, or in the yard. Plus deadweight, so I mean, if I could Lurrus, this is going to be insane, but I cannot. Yeah, this deck's nice. That Croaky's guy is, he's going to make it.
You're at 5.
I'm at 5, Mr. Ross Merriam. Another tactics, I imagine.
Yeah. I kind of want to save that for the Croxa, but I do still have Giant Killer.
Mm-hmm.
And if I draw a human, I can just deal with the Croxa.
Yep.
So, yeah, let's Dire Tactics the Priest.
All right, I'll sack it.
Yep.
Get a food. And the reason I can do that is definitely because I have another Cauldron Familiar.
Classic.
You can't beat the cuteness of Chris Brown's pup. You just can't, bud. Yeah, now you got options if you want to tap down my Death Touch Supplier. Or no attacks is reasonable. It's not a great spot for you.
Deadweight the Supplier.
Okay, trigger. 1, 2, 3.
And get in with both. So Corey can create another blocker with the second familiar, but probably wants to leave. Blocking with both would not be advisable because I would leave him with no creature and no food.
Yep. Nope, that's a good,
I guess
accurate assumption. I'm just going to chump block this.
Take 2, go to 3.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
No reason for me to sacrifice it now and bring it back. I'm not going to attack. Well, pretty easy play here. Croaxa.
I'm going to take 3 from that.
Yep.
Brings me to 16.
Get rid of the lands. Call the Death Dwellers. Doesn't matter too much. So get rid of those. And then I'll play a land tapped. You go to 16, and then I'll pass to you. I don't think there's any instant speed stuff to deal with a cat, but... Castle
Is there?
time?
Is there sweet stuff to deal with the cat?
Oh no! Wow. Okay.
You're up.
Okay. That's quite punishing. All right, I will sacrifice.
So if I go for getting this familiar, you can sack the Croxa to the oven and get 2 food, and then use one of those to return the familiar I target.
He saw my line.
Recast it, but that just then takes up your next turn, recasting the Croxa, which I think I'm fine with.
Okay.
I want to start making these tokens anyway, so yeah, I will respond with a Shaheen and target that Cauldron familiar.
Okay, I will sack Crocs. I get 2 foods.
Yep, and sack one of them to get that familiar.
And then sack 1 to get that one, and then I might just bring the other. I'm going to bring the other one back right now as well.
So it's going to be 14 to 5 after the 2 familiar triggers.
Exactly. Okay. And yeah, that was kind of punishing. Punish no more. Punish no more. Punish no more. I'll be taking that. I'll attack for 3.
Yeah, I'm at 11.
All right, I'll sacrifice it. And then I'll bring back Croxa. Want to leave 1 dead weight. Probably want to leave... We'll leave these 3. They seem to be the most important. And take 3.
I'm at 8.
All right, your turn.
Oh, that was the best possible.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, claim was insane right there. I had to use it my whole turn and only had 1 mana left. Whatever could I do with it?
Oh, deck. Oh, deck.
Perfect draw there, Ross. Like,
yeah, right on time.
3 turns ago.
Right on time. It's still actually fine.
It is still pretty good.
Here.
Yeah.
We're down to like this stage where you're going to want to Lurrus.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have...
I can't Lurrus for so long, though.
It's going to stop Cauldron Familiar, but I'm just going to pass.
Yeah, still not bad for sure.
Yeah. You're at 5 right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, poor Ross. All right, I'll claim the firstborn, your giant killer.
Tap the Croxa.
Okay. I'll be taking that. Untaps. And we'll get in there. I think I'm okay losing a cat here.
Yeah, let's block a cat. I'll go to 6.
Yep. And then sack the giant killer, get another Crisperone. And then I'll put Lurrus into my hand. Here you go. Lurrus did something. I put it into my hand.
Oh, God. Just everything is like a turn late. Just every draw.
Everything is bad for Ross, and everything is good for Corey. What's new on Versus Live?
I'm at exactly 6. This is probably not good when I don't have a human, because you just killed all my stuff.
Yeah.
Probably should have just gone to 5.
Looks like you need 1 more land there, Ross.
I'm going to have to lose it to the Croxa. But...
So if that cage was a land, you could probably exile this, huh? That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I guess I cut myself off of tactics as a draw by making that trade. I just shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Should have just gone to 5 and left myself with the human.
Probably.
Then I get to exile this. You know, you have 2 cats.
Yeah, you got punished on every minor decision you made this game, and I got rewarded by every minor decision that I made.
Yeah, I also got punished by offering the trade of the bodyguard when I had 2 removal spells in hand. Because you ended up just like getting way more creatures than I expected, and I like didn't have the pressure because I traded off that turn.
Yeah, and the one decision I had where it was like a questionable decision to not bring the cat back right away, it looked like I was going to get punished, and then no, it was just perfect. I drew a 1-drop to let me play Croxa anyways. Hey, Lurrus did a lot so far. I got to put it into my hand twice. Not bad.
Did not think I was losing that game.
I did not think I was winning that game. Yeah, I had some nice draws. Whenever you just hit your 5th land with this deck and then never draw a single another land, that's usually what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had 6 lanes, and with a castle is pretty good on my part too.
Yeah.
And curved out nicely. Just like I just got punished for those slight judgment calls.
Yeah, and the thing that I've noticed about this matchup is you're playing, better creatures than me, and you get to do the traditional aggro thing, but I definitely have a ton more synergies built in, and just Call the Death Dwellers, I think, is probably arguably my best card. Priest games look absurd because that card is busted, but even just value Death Dwellers, even bringing back a Death Touch, a 1/1 Death Touch is just so good against you,
Yeah, just the card advantage that exists in your deck. I haven't really been able to match. Like I have Ranger, and I discarded it. I had to discard it to the Crocs in game 1, but like a Ranger there obviously would have been great.
Oh yeah, that would have been solid.
Yeah,
and then mixed together with your horrible luck for most of the time was not a great recipe for your late game top decks there.
Well, one of them was my fault.
All right, well, we got time for a nice pity game here.
Indeed we do.
But first, we got time for a question. What you got, Rob?
So if you're playing this Rakdos Sacrifice deck, when would you think about just boarding in the Lurrus just to have it in the 60?
Realistically, I was doing this as a general experiment to prove what I kind of already figured, is that the companion slot is not going to be good. So I'd do something that Ross did, like I'd play Mayhem Devil in this deck, I'd maybe play 2 Lurrus in the main and switch it to just a great Rakdos Sacrifice deck where you can cut some of the bad 1-drops and stuff like that, and just ignore this companion, because I think it's just not going to come up enough. Where Lurrus is just going to be a main deck card now instead of a companion slot. I think Yorin, honestly, is the only companion that I still think is fine just being an 8-drop,
Yeah.
Like, this isn't good as a 6-drop anymore, It doesn't have that initial effect. It was a great 4-drop. It was a great 5-drop, but it's not the same anymore, and it's proven it so far. I've won both games, but it was not because of this card at all.
Yeah. The cool part is that the rest of the deck still looks pretty powerful.
Yeah, well, the deck's insane. I mean, it's just way too much fun. But yeah, I would consider just completely, to answer your question, Fuller, I would just think about completely imagining the fundamentals of this deck before you consider bringing it in. Like just build your main deck to not include this as a companion and play all the cards you think are going to be good in the metagame. I don't know if it's Mayhem Devil, I don't know
it's a
if
nice
there's
one to
something
return
else,
with
but
all the Death Dwellers.
Yeah. Does Mayhem Devil, does it work like that if that has Death Touch? Sack a Fabled Passage, kill anything? Yeah, play that one.
Yeah.
Play that one.
You do still want to keep a relatively low curve because of Priest and Call. So I wouldn't go just super overboard, but cutting down on some of the Scorpions, probably your worst 1-drop, playing some Mayhem Devils.
Or just 3 Lurrus in the main as your 3-drops instead of any Mayhem Devil, I mean.
Yeah, that could also just be really good.
Yeah.
So it's so good with Stitcher Supplier, it just fills your yard with things you want to get back. It's like, oh, there's the oven I needed.
Yeah.
To get everything going.
Exactly. So that would be, if I was going to play this on the ladder right now, after versus live, of course, I would just add 3 Lurrus, take out maybe 1 or 2 Call the Death Dweller, and just like maybe some of the worst 1-drops. I don't know exactly what that is. Stitcher Supplier's good, Fanatical Firebrand's good, Cat's insane. I don't know. I'd take out the weaponized that enchantment, this one for sure, and maybe 2 Call the Dark Dweller. All right, I got it. Final answer. 1 of these, 1 Croxa, 1 Call the Dark Dweller, 3 Lurrus in the main. Let's go. Free up a sideboard slot.
There you have it.
You like it?
I like this hand.
Okay. Well, let's see.
About the previous hands, too.
I like this hand as well, so.
Okay. I'll start on a Venerable Knight.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Yeah, my hand is absolutely busted.
You're at 18?
Yep. I'm going to start with a Fanatical Firebrand, and I'll pass to you.
Attack for 2.
Could just kill this. It is an option. But you could go Thalia, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to go to 16.
Okay, Thalia.
All right.
You can go.
Because I do have some non-creatures I would like to play. Oops. I'm going to play this, and then we're going to just kill it right now, so I can play an oven, and then so I can play a cat. Meow.
1917.
Your turn.
Attack for 2.
I'll block.
Trade these?
Yep.
I'll go to 17, play General Kudrow, get the cat.
Okay.
17 all.
All right.
Pass turn.
I am going to claim that, attack,
14, 17.
sacrifice it, get a food, and play a Crater Maker. Your go. A little unfortunate getting my cat taken there, but I think it was worth it, but it could have been a mistake.
Play my creatures.
Okay.
Attack the Thalia with the bodyguard.
Ooh, I think that hit the battlefield first, so I don't think that's
No, it actually didn't.
I don't think that's a legal play. Sorry, bud.
And you're up.
Okay.
So I had 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, turn 4, triple creature, and I feel very far behind.
Yeah, you really, I think, are. All right, I'm going to play a supplier. I'm going to hit 1 Cauldron Familiar, okay?
Yeah.
It's always the 3rd card. Oh. All right, and then I'll just pass to you. Actually, maybe I want to kill Giant Killer. Nah, that's fine. I already passed.
Attack.
The beatdowns? I guess that isn't smart. Because you can just let first strike damage resolve, kill this, and then protect it, and then supplier dies. So I guess that's not great.
Supplier wouldn't die because this is already dealt 2.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So maybe that's not terrible.
You would essentially trade Crater Maker for bodyguard.
Yeah, which I can basically do at any point anyways. It's interesting. I will block.
Yep.
And then I will deal 2 here.
Okay. I drew a good one.
Wow. That's a ranger?
Good.
Okay, yep.
Okay. I'm going to get the remaining Giant Killer just because that has a lot of utility here.
Okay.
And then I will get... I assume Bodyguard is better than a Venerable Knight. I'm just getting a stupid 2-1 regardless. But the 2-1 actually doesn't do a whole lot. I guess if I draw Lurrus, I'll be happy to have a Bodyguard. So
yep, that makes sense.
Let's get a Bodyguard.
Okay, done.
Yep.
Big draw step for me. Ooh. That's not what I wanted. All right, I'll play a Firebrand. And, God, do I want to do that or just get back Lurrus? I don't have a great turn here. That's 17, so I do still have plenty of life. Could just take a hit. All right, Lurrus, here we go. Doesn't feel great, but...
Okay, let's get in for 5.
I don't really feel the need to chump here, so I'll take it. I'm down to 12.
12.
Yep.
Okay, protect the Ranger.
Okay. So we got this one protecting this one protecting this.
We'll move them around.
That sounds great. And then you're done?
Turn.
All right. Okay, that's kind of what we wanted. Oops. I'll take 2.
10. 4 mana.
4 mana. I'm going to go with Lurrus and Fanatical Firebrand.
Yep.
And pass to you.
All right, well, let's deadweight the Lurrus.
I will sacrifice it. Get a food.
Yep. And declare attacks.
Yep.
Send with these before blocks. Tap the supplier.
Okay. I will. Block Ranger, sack to kill bodyguard.
Yep. You take 4.
Yep, down to 6.
Pass turn.
All right. You are on the offensive. I don't like it.
You have 4 in hand now?
Yep.
That's what I don't like. You still have a lot of stuff back. Any Call of the Death Rollers on that Lurrus is going to be really good.
Yeah. But it's not great. I do have it, but it costs 4, so I can't bring Firebrand back with it. So I think this time I want to bring back 2 creatures. So I could go like this, or I could go like this. It's definitely Firebrand with Death Touch. Now it's, do I want to try to find cats to really help? Or do I want a 2/2 body to be able to kill something? And I think the supplier right now is just more important. Yeah, I think I actually am just starting to need a cat. So let's go like this. I'm going to go with Death Touch here, Menace here. Trigger.
Yep.
Cat. 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 All right, and then pass to you.
Okay. Not the best of draws.
You like that? Yes. You got the goods over there, Ross?
Tap the Firebrand. So force the action on Corey's side and give me a little bit more information.
Okay.
My attack.
So here's the thing. I want to deal with Thalia because it is somewhat inconveniencing me. But if you have another one, that feels bad because that's a card that's trapped in your hand. I can double block Rangers or Bodyguards, which is totally fine as well. If I kill Ranger, you get to just bodyguard it and then attack in. So that actually is quite bad. That's not a very good play. So I think it's worth the risk of you having another one. So yeah, we'll try to kill this.
Okay.
Didn't need the Death Touch for it, unfortunately. So I guess I could have went put Death Touch on the supplier. Would have been better, but
I will attack with Ranger.
I'll double block.
I'll sack the bodyguard.
Okay.
So both die.
I'll sack one.
Sure.
To get an extra food.
Up a food.
And then I'll get 6. Cat, cat, cat. Cat, cat. Nice! No!
Okay. Let's play a freebooter. Check for
Okay.
any good spells you got over there.
I got a good one.
So if I don't take call right now, you are able to just call next turn and kill the freebooters. So gotta take that.
Yeah. Seems
You
like
just
an obvious one.
You can go.
All right. That's not great.
Ugh. But even though Corey's a 6, he's got a bunch of food.
Yeah. So I'll go Firebrand, Oven, Land, go.
Attack for 5.
I think we go with no blocks.
Go to 1.
Yep. I suppose I should sack a food before, just in
Sure.
case there's
So
any
you're
kind
gonna
of
end up
stuff.
at 4.
So, yeah, end
Just
of
going to
4.
play another freebooter.
Okay.
You can go.
All right. We need a good one. Right on time. Meow.
Ugh.
5 to 13.
5.
Yeah. Can't do any graveyard shenanigans, but I can just do some blocking here, so I'll pass to you.
Yeah, get in there. Tapping the Cauldron Familiar doesn't really do anything because Corey can just return it.
Yep, good call. All right, I'll block like this.
Okay.
Damage.
You go to 3.
Yep. 3 to 13.
Pass the turn.
Meow. 4 to 12.
Yep.
Sack cat.
Yep. 11 to 5.
Yep. Sack cat.
Yep.
I'll still bring it back. Hey, what am I thinking? I should leave this open because,
Yeah,
of course, I want to probably do that.
So 10 to 6.
Yep. 10 to 6. I'm going to castle here first. Go down to 5.
Yep.
And then I will kill Ranger.
Okay. I'll exile this.
Oh! Yeah, I guess that was bad. I just didn't have to bring it back. What am I thinking? Yeah.
I was pretty happy.
Jesus, Corey. Come on. That was a horrible play. That was horrible. All right. Well, I'll play Land Scorpion. Now we're going to castle. Maybe we can get a claim here.
Go to 4.
Yep. Draw and pass.
Instead of tap Scorpion.
Okay. Yeah, that was a horrible play on my part. I was playing fast.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I tapped end step because I'm actually going to get in.
Yep.
Bring you to 1.
Yep.
Play a Ranger.
Oh, God.
Now,
All right, claim for freebooter. Come on, one time. You'd be so dead. You would be so dead.
it would be a very dead. I'll
Yeah.
get 2 bodyguards
Okay.
and pass the turn.
All right. All right. I did use some claims earlier already, so this is not great. Well, that was the worst possible. And I have to try something here. Go to 3. I take 2 from that. Oh, I think I'm in trouble. All right, we're gonna go like this. Bottom. And your go. Oh, we threw the game away with that cat trigger for sure.
Yep.
Yep. Good thing we already got the match. That feels better.
So you have the ability to sack the Scorpion for food and sack 2 food, so that's gaining 8 life, and that'll put you to 9.
I can only gain 6, right?
Hmm.
8.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
You're right. Yep.
So I can't kill you no matter what I do.
Excellent. Excellent. This deck can really hang on for a long time.
The question is whether I want to get in with the Giant Killer or tap the Scorpion down. So if I just get in with everything, I think I want to make you have to sack 2 food. That way you can't castle.
That makes sense.
Though the castle is definitely a risky proposition.
Yeah, the castling is not great either, but...
So if you were to just gain 5 and castle, that's just you gaining 3.
Mhm.
That's putting you at 4, which you wouldn't be able to do if I just tap this down. So I think that'll be the plan. So let's tap that down.
Okay.
And get in for 5.
All right, yep, my hand is forced here. I have to sack this, get a food,
I'm going to go to 8. You're going to go to 3.
and then I'll sack both food.
Then you go to 9. You take 5. You go to 4.
Yep. I guess I can leave 1 just in case for now, so I'll
Okay.
stay at 1.
So you're at 1. I'm at 8.
Yep.
You go to 4.
Okay.
I will protect, I guess, this call, or this freebooter, I mean, with the call under it, and the ranger.
Okay. Can't protect from claim.
Can't protect from claim.
I'll gain 3 more.
If you draw a call and get back a firebrand, I can protect from that.
That's true.
I guess you can get 2 firebrands, actually, and then just kill this, and then call again.
Yeah. So it's not bad.
So you are going to go to 4.
Yep. 4 to 8. 1 draw step. I have nothing, so...
I don't like that. I don't like the... well, let's think about this. It's not the Hydro land, and I'm obviously dead.
It's a cat. All right.
So I'm at
5 to 7.
7.
How are you at 7? 5. I feel like I haven't even attacked you. And I think I have to play this tapped. It prevents a 3-drop if I can castle for it, but that is okay. This allows me to castle plus sack of food if I really need to, but I definitely can't take 2 from that, and I think I still need more help. So let's think. You tap, you attack for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can sack 9. I can go to 6, go to 7. Yeah, so I need something. I think I need like another cat, maybe another scorpion would be good. So yeah, let's jam.
Okay, you go to 6 or go to 4. I mean,
go to 4. Yep. I wish I was gaining life.
Yeah.
Is this better to play or is this better to hold? I think I'm just dead. I have a creature to play as a blocker. You can tap that. I chump this. Sack, gain 2. I go to 6, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Exactsies. But if I gain, if you tap this, I take 3. I would gain 5. I could go to 9. Take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exactsies either way. That we pointed out here. So
no, right now you can live, right?
No.
Because I can't really tap this down because you get to sack and bring it back, right?
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Assume I just attack with everything. You block here. You sack with the one oven, then bring it back.
Yep.
Then you sack with the second oven, and then sack the food.
Yeah.
So you essentially gain 4. You go up to 8, and you take 7.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot I can block no matter what.
Yeah.
So okay, pass to you.
Yeah.
You probably have something, but
Yeah, I have a dire tactic.
Yeah,
Stop it at 1 point, right?
yeah, I think that's probably gonna be enough.
No,
Let's try
that
it,
doesn't even stop it.
Yeah.
Right, because so if I dire tactics, you sacrifice it,
Mm-hmm.
then I attack, you bring it back, I tap it, then you sacrifice it again, and if you want to block, you have to bring it back, but you really need, then you don't get to gain the 3. Yeah, so it does do it.
Okay, let's try it.
So dire tactics, the Cauldron Familiar.
Sack, get a food.
Attack with these.
Sack, trigger.
Tap it before blocks. So
Okay.
I'm at 6, you're at 5.
Yep, tap it before blocks. I'll sack to get a food.
And you can go to 8, or you can block this. Either way, you're dead.
So I can go to 6, 4, 5. Yeah, it's exactly that way too.
Well, either way, you're at -1.
No, I actually go to 0, right? Because if I sack this to block, I gain 1, go to 6. You tap.
Oh, yeah, because you gain the 1.
Yeah, exactly. So, close game. I still chucked it away with both of these cats. Losing both cats, I did not have to lose either, essentially. So, if I played tighter, I think I totally have it. All I needed was 1 more turn. That was on top. Woo. All right. Well, I wanted to skunk you because this deck is worthy of skunking. I think it is one of the best historic decks. You know, I want to see how it's paired up against like Nexus, another deck that I think is one of the best.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it's geared towards beating creature decks.
Yeah,
right. With the Claims Main and the Priests and the Firebrands, these are all cards that are going to be pretty mediocre against Nexus or any sort of control strategy.
Yep.
But definitely a deck that is very good at beating up on creatures. I was interested to see because the Humans deck, in addition to being pretty powerful in its own right with like Ranger and these really good 3-drops, has a lot of good graveyard interaction,
Yeah.
Kudro and Grafdigger's Cage, but it really wasn't good enough, because Kudro needs to stick around, right? And it's all sort of at sorcery speed, and you have plenty of removal to deal with it, so I was never really able to establish one for a long time.
Yeah. And if that exchange ever happens where I get to claim your 3-drop, like you pay extra mana, I get in damage, you might get to exile a Scorpion, or in this case a cat, which was good, but that exchange is so bad for you that it's tough. It's tough to use your 3-mana creature as a good answer to the graveyard.
Yeah, definitely is. So the Cage, definitely much more reliant on Cage. Didn't really see one in an early time frame in those couple games, so I was able to squeak one out.
Yep, I like it. So speaking of Nexus, everybody's favorite deck, that is what I'm bringing to the table next, and you're probably playing a deck that people equally hate.
I'm playing my favorite deck.
Yeah.
Mono blue aggro.
Yeah, so this is going to be an interesting one. Wilderness Reclamation and cheap blue creatures and counter spells usually have not been friends. Mono blue popped up in standard to answer Simic Nexus, and it did it pretty effectively, but that was pre-Shark Typhoon. That was pre-Mystical Disputes. So there is a chance that, I have a lot better tools to work with. You have a little bit more Curious Obsession effects to make your deck better, but it should be an interesting matchup here. I'm expecting to lose, but I am definitely going to give it a good shot.
Well, we'll see about that. We're going to take a 5-minute break and then be back with round 2 here on Versus Live.